Conclusions. So like we talked about before in the scientific method video, conclusions sum up the entire experiment and they're based on the different pieces of the experiment. So like I said, conclusions recap the entire experiment. And what a conclusion does is it answers all of these questions about the experiment. What was the experiment about? What did I think would happen? Was I right? What did I learn? And how is this relevant? So these questions are each based on different parts of the experiment. For example, what was the experiment about? Asked you about the variables and the directions. What did I think would happen? That was your hypothesis. Was I right? You reference your data table and your graphs from that one. What did I learn? You're going to compare it to your background research. And how is this relevant? Is the plan of action. Where do we go from here? How do I take this information from this experiment that I've done and do something with it? So conclusions, because they're part of a formal experiment, are done in complete sentences. So basically, you're answering each question in at least one complete sentence, and you're putting it all together to make a paragraph. You can use the exact same language from earlier in the experiment if that helps you. So for an example, the experiment was comparing types of fertilizer to plant growth. The expected outcome was that Miracle-Gro would work best. The results supported the hypothesis. This is because plants need phosphates to grow. People can use this information to grow the biggest plants. So if you think back to the different parts of the experiment, comparing types of fertilizer to plant growth, that is your types of fertilizer, independent variable, what you changed, to plant growth, dependent variable, what you measured. The expected outcome, your hypothesis, what did you think would happen? The results, this is the results. This is based on the numbers and the qualitative and quantitative data that you've collected. This is because plants need phosphates to grow. So that might be something in addition to what you knew for the background research. And again, how are they going to use this information? How are people going to use this information? You answer all these questions, it's about 5 sentences long, and it's a really good conclusion.